energy on both sides. Nobody can deny that.
It does feel good. Yeah. I'll tell you that. It does feel good.
I mean, this is a pay-per-view fight, right? It's at the top guy in the division fighting an absolute legend, an icon in the sport. When you're fighting an event like this, of this magnitude, which you experienced yourself against Manny Pacquiao, how different does it feel? What kind of hit home with you?
I mean, it's just great to just live this dream of being world-class fighters, getting to that pay-per-view stage where people are willing to come out of their pocket and say, you are the entertainment that I look forward to on Saturday night. I mean, there's no feeling better than that. But when you fight Manny Pacquiao with the legacy behind him, with all the accomplishments, and then the whole country of the Philippines cheering for him, it's just a different atmosphere. I felt it, and I'm pretty sure Errol Spence will feel it coming soon.
Absolutely. I mean, Manny Pacquiao, he is special. He is the only four-time welterweight champ in boxing history. Let's just talk about him a little bit more, because obviously, I mean, I know you respected him before you got in the ring.
What's happening, y'all? We watching the Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence press conference live on Fox.
You know, even a lot of these fighters, you see them trash talking. When they step away after a fight, they automatically respect.
Yeah, watch this press conference with me, man. It's on Fox, man. Channel 2, y'all. We got Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, both live commentary on this press conference and shit. Neither one of them got a fight, but they Errol Spence commentators.
He really grew. He solved Mayweather's defense. He respected my power by keeping his hands up at all times. The #1 rule in boxing: protect yourself at all times. I was very impressed to watch Manny Pacquiao round after round not let go and keep his hands up solid. I think he's going to need to do that again if he doesn't.
Keith Thurman got the cut from clips and shit. He got a haircut with scissors.
I gotta imagine, I know that I did when we fought my level raised.
That boy
I'm
shit.
assuming that when we fought your level raised, and the same thing when you got in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. Whoever gets in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, your level just raises. You become a different athlete in that moment of greatness, trying to achieve that greatness.
I got an idea.
That's what we're going to see from Errol Spence Jr. in their fighters, and we're going to see him reach another level simply because the greatest is standing across from him.
When it comes to what he's accomplished in his career, where do we start? I mean, Manny Pacquiao stands alone in a number of ways here. He's won titles from flyweight to super welterweight, 8 divisions in all. He is the only 4-time welterweight champion. He has held the lineal title in 5 of those divisions, and he has faced a who's who in the sport. And he won the WBA welterweight title 2 years
like
ago,
it's a fight.
the oldest 147-pound champion ever. It's a massive list of accolades. This is him, by the way, just as he entered the building, walking down. I think that's the 5th floor. He spots the picture of Errol. He's ready for you, Errol. He's ready. Of that list of accolades, what stands out to you?
Yeah, you gotta push the pause button and really take a look at each and every one of them and pick one. They're all amazing accolades, things that some of us can only dream of. I would say maybe being the oldest champion ever. I think that that's something to be said, especially when you think about the evers that came before Manny Pacquiao. I think being the oldest champion ever is an amazing feat.
I mean, for me, it's all the divisions he.
Sean Porter got the braids with the
for a reason, don't we? Aren't you supposed to hit a ceiling eventually?
with the baby hair and shit.
Almost everything that he's
He got the baby hair lined up.
Something that you can tip your hat to, salute, bow down.
I love fucking with these niggas.
Why he has so many fans in the sport of boxing today, and why we are all looking forward to this fight coming next month.
Amen. Very special. Listen, as the summer heats up, so does our robust schedule of fights as well. We've got a pair of Fox PBC fight nights beginning for you on July 31st, then a week later on August 7th as well. That is followed by the August 21st welterweight super fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Coming up next for you, Manny Pacquiao has been part of some of the richest fights in boxing history. Next month, he adds to his legendary pay-per-view run, fighting the most feared welterweight of his era. Though many don't believe it, Errol Spence Jr. is a fight that Pac-Man and his team have always wanted.
Somewhere I will say that we will fight it. We want to be the best, and I think Manny can beat Errol Spence.
I think Manny can beat Errol Spence. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao gonna get his ass whooped.
We're so embarrassed. We overpaid for this used car. We don't even want to show.
Oh, you can't hear it, Ash?
Here.
Yep. Went to the wrong used car site.
I'm gonna turn it up some
If
more.
you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shop at Carfax. You won't have to overpay on a used car again.
All right, kids. Coast is clear. Wait for me.
I turned it off because of commercials and shit.
Great deals, all with a free Carfax report. Only at the all-new Carfax.com.
I'm 53. But
yeah, man, I'm ready for this fight, man.
That's why I take Osteobiflex, to keep me moving the way I was made to. It nourishes and strengthens my joints for the long term.
Osteobiflex, plus vitamin D for immune support.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for.
It's on commercial right now, y'all.
Didn't expect. New Zantac 360 degrees.
I'm gonna turn it back on so when this commercial over with.
To both prevent and relieve heartburn and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
We love our new home. There's so much space.
We have a guest room now.
But we have ants.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
I'll have to check.
Aunt Joni's here.
For bundling made easy, go to Geico.com.
Yo, what the fuck was Keefe on the screen?
Fantasy Island, August 10th on Fox.
Yeah, got your boy on the screen. He got the haircut from Clips and shit. They cut his hair with some scissors. That's your boy, Ash.
Make your push today at homersforhouse.org.
He one of the commentators. Him and Sean Porter. Sean Porter got the baby hairs lined up and shit.
Damn, it's cold.
When it comes to blankets, size matters. Same goes for your law firm. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
You finna see soon this commercial over with.
For starters, we can install most roofs in as little as 1 day.
You can also have your roof replaced.
It's a long ass commercial too, I ain't gonna lie. God damn.
Looking for a great warranty? How about a lifetime warranty?
Plus, you get people like me.
And me.
And me.
Whose sole purpose is to make sure you are happy every step of the way.
With John Beal Roofing, you get more than a great value. You get an entire team dedicated to you. So call us at 1-800-NEW
Keith Thurman just did an interview and said Manny Pacquiao got away. I'm finna play that real quick. Hold on, let me mute the TV.
This fight is really big for the sport. I think it's one of the best matchups of the year. We're all very excited to see what's going to happen about a month from now.
Who do you favor that matchup between Pacquiao and obviously Errol Spence?
I still just favor the young generation here. You know, he's wiggled away that victory on me by 1 point. Errol prides himself on outperforming me. All he has to do is do it one more time, and I believe he has all the tools that it takes to beat a Manny Pacquiao. Plus, I also think styles makes fights. How is Pacquiao going to perform when his awkward movement against right-handed fighters is not going to be the same against the southpaw? It's going to be more like an orthodox fighting another orthodox. Now, we haven't seen Errol or Manny fight a ton of skillful southpaws throughout their career. So we don't know necessarily who this favors when it comes to southpaw versus
That nigga said he wiggled away.
Errol, I think it might have been against Lamont Peterson.
Said why Keith sounds so white. He got a white boy haircut. You finna see? Hold on, it's back on. We'll get back to that.
I don't want him holding back into this fight at all. That's why I brought this back.
Valentine said, who is Ugas fighting at? Ash.
And he's not holding back at all. He got beat up a little bit, Jay, but it's okay.
The commentators for what? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, Manny is synonymous with pay-per-view fights and no stranger with all that comes with it. Like
it's on Channel 2, Slaughter.
Rooms here at Fox Sports. He takes to the stage next month will of course also mark the 22nd time that he fights under the lights of Sin City. But will it be the last? It's a big question. Welcome back to the Fox studio lot. It has been more than 2 years now since we saw Manny Pacquiao in the ring. A rare betting underdog then. It wasn't an easy night for Pac-Man, but he proved yet again that age
Valentine
is nothing
said
but a
his
number,
mama why
and
yeah,
Father
she
Time
is.
isn't quite undefeated.
Whoop Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman ass on that day. Keith Thurman landed some hard ass shots on him though, I ain't gonna lie. But he got dropped. He got fucked up. That body shot made a run. Hey, Errol Spence gonna do a job on Manny Pacquiao, man. Said niggas got commentators for a press conference. You heard me?
Listen, earlier on in the show, you kind of mentioned the fact that this is a meeting of two
Look
generations,
at that goofy
right? Era
ass.
versus era, and I'm interested in getting your thoughts on that as well, because I think it's a really interesting subject. How important is it, do you think, for this current crop of welterweight talents to see one of your own better an icon like Manny Pacquiao?
Well, it's not just about boxing. It's all sports. We always see that the old veteran, the guy who's been doing it the longest.
Yeah, Manny getting slept, bro.
By the young, ferocious, talented, up-and-coming fighters. And Errol Spence.
The mark is given. Hit the like button, bro. I got you.
He doesn't have the legacy of Manny Pacquiao. He does have the skill set that it takes to represent the new generation.
Valentine say they better announce the card too. Yeah, I want to see what the fuck the card from.
He was 40 when he
J.A. say niggas rooting for Manny but won't put bread on it. Yeah, they scared, bro.
How does he do it? Why does he stay at the top for so long?
You know, it's a part of history. We see I'll just call them the old heads or the kings just come back and trying to reclaim that glory and show who they really and always have been, show that they are who they've been. And I think that to this point he's been consistent in doing that. I don't see him growing overnight and becoming that old man overnight.
Keep the shine.
You never know. It's an overnight process.
Salute Texas, Bubba.
The best Manny Pacquiao that we've seen to this point.
Right, only takes one fight, right?
It only takes one fight.
Okay, listen, stay with us. We are just minutes away now from Pacquiao and Spence exchanging words ahead of their upcoming super fight. But this isn't actually the first time that the two have shared a ring. Take a look.
They call this motherfucker a super fight.
Is that the fight you want next, Manny?
Thanks to Marcus. J.A. say smash that like button, y'all. Slaw say after Earl win this week gon' see if Bud wants to smoke. I turned it off on the commercials just in case. After the win, we gonna see if Bud want to smoke for real, cap. I already know it's, hey, bro. This is gonna tell everything. I got a feeling shit about to go south, but I'm gonna hope for the best though. I don't want to speak that into existence, but it's looking like Terrence Crawford don't want to smoke. I already thought he didn't at first, but I think he about to prove me right. We'll see. He not getting up, Jill. Yeah. Errol Spence about to put Manny Pacquiao down, man. Pac-Man ain't ready, man. I've been watching his training videos like every day, bro. This nigga Pacquiao got a new training video out almost every day on Ellie Setback. I like how he moved, though. That boy moved like the president he about to become. You know what I mean? He might be in a wheelchair during his presidency, but he be moving like the president, though. When he be moving his whole squad with his ass, like, it be like 20 niggas surrounding Manny Pacquiao. They be walking to a motherfucking basketball court. Next thing you know, Manny Pacquiao get the shadow boxing out of nowhere. I said, dang, this nigga ready. He about to get put down, though, for real. Go Flow say they made sure to say Spence took the B side to get the fight. Yeah, they couldn't wait to say that shit. Valentine said Spence versus Buddy won't happen. Buddy stuck on the plantation. Yeah, man. He better not have a sign there. I've been hearing rumors. I've been trying to stay away from it because it ain't been confirmed. But I've been hearing rumors that Terrence Crawford has actually re-signed. But I'm going to hope that ain't true, though. We going to see, man. I actually say Bud been capped. Facts. That boy been capped for real. Because Errol Spence told that nigga in the hallway, what'd he say? Bud said, did he mention my name? He said, nope. He said, Mikey. He said, Sean, Danny, Keith Thurman, and maybe Manny Pacquiao. And he already knew what's up. So if he was going to call the fight off just because he feel like Errol Spence running for him or some shit like that, even though we know that's atrocious. If that's the word to use, even though we know that's some atrocious shit, but if he did think that he should have cut it off back then when Errol Spence told his ass to his face how shit was gonna play out. But we know what's up, man. Bud do not want that smoke, bro. That nigga, if he pull what I think he might pull, then it's safe to say that Terrence Crawford used, even though I already felt like this, but you know, I was willing to see how it was gonna play out. That means that Terrence Crawford used Errol Spence's name. He used Errol Spence's name to build himself to fight niggas from 140. Ain't that shit crazy?
The golden era, boxing's renaissance. Call it what you want, but the 80s are defined by a simple fact. The best fought the best. What's old is new again. Welterweight is back as
Texas Bubba say, I've been saying he don't want no smoke with nobody, but who he think he can beat, who can beat him. Yeah, he don't want to fight niggas who gonna put up a real fight. He want to fight niggas who gonna lay down. J.A. say, Bud just want to fight certain fighters and keep his paycheck. He comfortable doing that, and that shit crazy because it ain't that crazy. Because when you think about it, nigga getting about 3.5 a fight, so he like, fuck it, I'm getting this. That nigga, he like, fuck it, I'm getting my million. If his plan was to make Bob Earl bankrupt, then he did a hell of a job, because this show wasn't to fight Errol Spence.
Things down to Hall of Famer Jimmy Lennon Jr. to get things started.
Look at these niggas.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you and welcome.
See, that's the top ranked way. Facts.
On Fox as Fox Sports and Premier Boxing Champions presents the official press conference announcing one of the most highly anticipated fights in recent years. It is for the Unified Welterweight Championship of the World, taking place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Saturday night, August 21st. It's live on Fox Sports Pay-Per-View. This event is brought to you by TGB Promotions, MP Promotions, and Man Down Promotions. Now, it is certain to be a sold-out event, and we are happy to announce that tickets are available now through tmobilearena.com and through AXS.com as well.
They said it's going to be a sold-out event. We already know that.
Welterweight greats featured in the main event.
Valentine say, why is that WBA belt over there? That's what I want. They straight got a WBA belt. I think it is sitting in Manny Pacquiao chair, bro. Like that's what's on the line or something. Cause you see Errol Spence 2 belts, then you see Manny Pacquiao belt. That shit crazy. They might be hitting us with a surprise. New people, hit that like button. J.A. say WBA playing. Yeah, bro. That shit kind of made me mad, man, when they just said that shit the other day. I hope some kind of way it get overturned. I don't know. If not, them niggas don't need that fucking belt. But I did want that shit to be on the line, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Reigning and defending undefeated and unified welterweight champion of the world, the truth, Errol Spence Jr.
That boy Earl lean, y'all. That nigga lean. Hey, did they move the belt? Hold on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
that boy in shape.
At a boxing idol and a distinguished senator proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He is the sport's only 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao. The distinguished boxing senator.
Nobody willing to believe me. I love to fight.
So upright aggression. This guy's a freaking nature.
Pacquiao's really taking charge of this fight. Pacquiao still has it. He's still fast. He's still quick. He's still powerful.
That's it. Go Flow say, man, that weigh-in is gonna be lit. Facts, bro. That shit gonna be tough. We gonna be doing videos on everything, pretty much from the face-off, the fight camps, all that shit.
He'll be making his 29th world title appearance. A legend of the sport, the future Hall of Famer, the one and only Manny Pacquiao.
Errol Spence about to beat that nigga big ass head off his shoulder. That boy head big as hell. Man, Pacquiao soldier though for getting in this ring. I ain't gonna lie.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, facing off at this time. It's Pacquiao versus Spence Jr. for the unified.
That jab ain't gonna miss that big ass head. I'm telling y'all.
T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Saturday night.
Gonna hit that nigga in that motherfucker. Man, Pacquiao don't look that small though, God. He just short. He don't look that small. Look at him. He ain't. I'm telling you, that jab gonna line up right with his shit. He ain't that tall though. I mean, he ain't that little, y'all.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Great to be here as we gear up for another PBC on Fox pay-per-view. A lot of intrigue around this one, and obviously the man on my right and the man on my left. You both can have a seat.
Bro, that nigga Manny Pacquiao like, got a belt, bro. What's that
a
belt?
Hot minute since we
y'all see that belt?
Together. Errol Spence had just defeated Mikey Garcia. You walked in, he waved you over, and you said, we'll give the fans a good fight. Obviously, a lot has transpired since that.
They gave Manny Pacquiao a taller chair because he's short.
You know, I know a lot of offers had
Look at that motherfucker.
Through, between that time and now. Why have you decided to choose Errol Spence, a guy who's two belts, undefeated champion in his prime?
First, I would like to explain my side about picking Errol Spence. There's a lot of opportunity to pick a not easy fight, but in much easier fight than compared to Errol Spence. But I decided to pick Errol Spence because I want to give a good fight to the fans, and I want a real fight. I mean,
I want a real fight.
Boxing is my passion.
You know, Errol, I know that after Manny Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman, you tweeted out an emoji with fingers crossed. A lot of adversity you have faced to get here to this point today, but what's it like to be so close to realizing that dream?
I mean, it's great. It's a great opportunity, especially, you know, coming from my accident and fight Danny Garcia, and then I get to fight with Manny Pacquiao, which a lot of guys is in the sweet state.
Yeah, his chair hella taller. Hey man, they gave that boy a taller chair.
You know, to get that call and say and ask me, do I want to fight? You know, later
sure,
Manny Pacquiao, I said, of course. You know, why not? I didn't give it a second thought.
When did you get that call?
I got a call a few months ago.
What impresses you? You say you want the real fight, Manny. What impresses you most about Errol Spence?
Errol Spence is an aggressive fighter, and he's undefeated, young.
He said he a decent fighter. Oh, Manny Pacquiao throwing shots.
His career. I mean, this is not an easy opponent, and he's a kind of fighter that you never underestimated him. You cannot underestimate.
Do you think that he's a more challenging opponent than Keith Thurman?
It's hard to compare because
he's sitting right over there. We got to be careful,
yeah.
right?
Keith Thurman is our fight is you know, more competitive, more action. There's a lot of action in the ring, but this opponent is different also because he's a southpaw and aggressive fighter. So it's different to Keith Thurman. He's right-handed, and it's been a while I didn't fight a southpaw opponent.
13 years, I think, to be
exact. Pacquiao said it's been a while since he fought a southpaw.
So that has to add some unique challenges to this training camp. Do you feel? I know you've gotten some southpaw sparring, even though you've only been here a week. What are you doing differently in this camp? And is there a little learning curve after being there with those couple guys you've been with so far?
Yeah, definitely we have to change our strategy compare the last previous fights that we prepare. This time around is different because southpaw and it's different hip movement and strategy and combination.
Well, it's been 13 years for you. It's been 6 for you, if I'm not mistaken. So what are you doing differently as you gear up 6 weeks out to prepare for southpaw?
13 years, that
Really
helps.
different. I mean, it's not a lot of left-handers in boxing, so you don't really spar a lot of left-handers because I don't have them in the gym. So what we did, we just got a lot of guys from around the country that are left-handed that can fight left-handed style. I can't find anybody to the T that fights, like Manny Pacquaio, of course. But you can find, some guys who has the, the kind of the tempo to mimic Manny Pacquiao, the pace of the fight and things like that. So that's what we found, and that's what we're working with.
Speaking of the tempo,
Errol Spence got different sparring partners this time.
The thing that surprised him perhaps most was the speed of Manny Pacquiao. Do you anticipate that same level of speed, and what can you do to train for that?
I can definitely anticipate it. You can see in his fights, he's very explosive. He's very explosive and, he's fast. So, basically me and my coach, we got a game plan we've been working on. Of course, we don't want to say it right here, but, we just got a game plan and we've been working on it. And come
Errol Spence said he got a game plan for that speed shit.
Floyd Mayweather.
Manny gonna run right to a left hand, bro.
While he wishes you both well, he's picking Errol Spence. He says you're his people, and he's going to reach out to you and give you some pointers. Has he reached out to you yet?
Nah, he hasn't reached out to me yet.
Has he ever reached out to you or have you spoken to him at all in terms of preparation for a fight?
Definitely. He's a guy that, reaches out sometimes and, talks to me and things like that. So, he try to mentor me sometimes. So, he definitely reach out. If he says he's going to reach out, he probably will.
He probably will. What pointers could he give him?
I think for me, sorry.
Damn, Manny Pacquiao just butted in that shit.
sorry to interrupt that. Actually, Errol's don't need to have a advice from Mayweather because I believe that Errol is better than Mayweather and he's a fighter than Mayweather, so I think he will teach Mayweather in how to fight toe to toe.
Oh, you heard that? Manny Pacquiao just dissed Floyd. He said Errol Spence would teach Floyd Mayweather how to fight toe to toe. Fuck no.
Gratitude and things like that. And then as soon as the bell ring, he'll be jumping all over you. So,
hey, that was funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
In terms of
Manny Pacquiao with that bullshit on Floyd.
That was just a bump in the road. You did that. Do you feel as though
he said he don't need advice? He'll teach him how to stand toe to toe.
Definitely, it's definitely tested in the sparring, and I think it was tested in the Danny Garcia fight. So I still have a great chin. Of course, I feel Manny Pacquiao probably will test it October 21st.
I have to imagine that would be the plan early to test his chin.
I don't want to be overconfident of that fight because in this fight because like I said, Errol Spence is his kind of opponent that you cannot underestimate. I mean, he's good, he's young, and his determination and passion to this sport is always there. His dedication and the way he train, I saw it in training.
I know you say you don't want to be overconfident. Do you feel that you've ever been overconfident going into a fight?
I never be overconfident in every fight that I had, but I just want to make sure that what I'm talking is real. It's from the heart, not for impressing anybody for my words.
But we've seen that.
Man, Pacquiao a real nigga. He said, "Man, I don't want to say shit just to hype the fans up." I want to talk real
arrived here
shit.
1 week
I can't
ago.
underestimate
You told
Errol
me
Spence
backstage,
because he might knock
obviously
my
a
ass
whirlwind
out.
flight to
That's
get
what
here.
Pacquiao just said.
And then you went straight to training, and we've heard Freddie Roach say, you know, the way you're training, it's like you're training back for the Cotto fight. He hasn't seen you do that. He's a little concerned, frankly, perhaps you could overtrain because of that. Why the urgency? Why? Usually you take a day, from what I'm told.
No, don't try to say nothing about overtraining. No excuse.
I already started training last week of May. So when I get here, I continue my training, but you know, it's a good thing for me that I have a off for 2 years and don't have boxings because I've been in boxing. How many years? I started boxing. I started boxing since I was 12 years old, and that until now. So it's good for me that I have a layoff for 2 years. So when I get back to training, I feel like hungry to focus on and dedicated to my training and make sure that I am 100% conditioned. That's my drive.
Is there any concern about overtraining? Are you the kind of guy who can dial yourself back in, or do you rely on Freddie to do that for you?
Well, I tell you this, but
what is that belt over there, bro?
Before that, what I did before, because when you're young, when you push yourself in a day training,
going to bring up his cars and houses.
You can recover it overnight, but when you,
which man you with?
Like this age, you need your body a time to recover. You cannot push. Like when you push this day and tomorrow light train, not too heavy, and then the next day you can push again, like that. But before, when I was young, like every day pushing to the limit, like that.
Yeah. So you're not concerned about overtraining?
No, I'm not concerned about that because I know how I handle myself and how I control myself and manage my discipline, the most important thing.
Very good. Does that resonate with you, or given the age difference here, can you push, and are you?
Definitely, I can definitely push, and I just feel like just because he's 42, by the turn 43, that doesn't mean nothing, because he doesn't blow up in weight. Like he don't get 20-30 pounds out of weight, or he's not doing outside things that, don't distract him. I feel like, he's a boxer 24/7, all year round. So I feel like, that helps him also with his age and things like that. So that's why I feel like, he's basically going to be, that's why he's been the same Manny Pacquiao for all these years and decades. Because, he's a guy to take care of his body and,
decades.
Like
that nigga been boxing for
so
hell.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to Manny Pacquiao. That's why I keep Thurman and Manny Pacquiao.
Facts, J8.
So that's why I'm going to train, and I'm going to train hard. And I don't really believe in overtraining, because I feel like, your body going to go what you're adapted to. My body's adapted to, training hard and, just staying focused and being 100% mentally in there and physically. So, I feel like I can't overtrain.
You mentioned mentally. Who do you think has the mental edge in this fight?
I don't know. I guess we had to see the first round.
What do you think? Who do you think has the mental edge?
It's hard to say right now, but it depends. And like you said, in the first round, we will measure that. We can measure that in the first round.
Most definitely. You speak of the first round. In the first round, you were able to drop an undefeated Keith Thurman.
She had to bring
that up.
that.
You will be able to have that kind of success and get this guy to the canvas early?
I'm not predicting that, but
he know better not to predict no shit like that.
I'm doing my best to focus on in training, and especially to focus my mind.
Where the hell is Brian Custer, man? We don't need her.
Of course, to win the fight. That's our goal. Both of us have a goal like that.
Of course.
So,
Errol, in speaking with your trainer, Derek James, in advance of previous fights, I know you guys really always try to look for tendencies. Specifically, he looks for tendencies. He had a hard time finding them against Mikey Garcia. Have you noticed any tendencies? I have to imagine the challenge is just as difficult against a guy like Manny Pacquiao.
Definitely. I mean,
Keith Thurman ain't Earl.
Of course, you're gonna find some over his,
Look at that smirk.
over his career span. I mean, of course, you're gonna find some tendencies, and things like that. But You know, and all in all, he's just a guy that's gonna get out there and fight. You know, when it's time to buckle down, you know, he's the guy that's gonna fight. You know, and that could be a pro and a con. But at the end of the day, you know, he's gonna make it a fan-friendly, great fight.
You know, Errol Spence obviously known for you know, the vicious body work, the jab. How do you intend to stop that and negate those things in this fight, Manny? How do you how do you anticipate being able to negate his jab and protect yourself from that vicious body shot?
We have a couple strategy and techniques that we can apply in the fight. So, but I won't say that right now.
How would you rate Errol Spence in terms of all the opponents you faced? And you faced a number of incredible ones over the years. How would you rate him as an opponent? Is this the biggest challenge?
One of the biggest challenge in my career. I cannot say the biggest challenge because I have been fighting a best fighter in the world, like Keith Thurman, De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, a lot of those fighters. So one of the best. I can rate his this opponent.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you have beaten more champions and former champions than Errol Spence has in combined fights in his career. Do you think there's anything he can show you that you haven't already seen before?
I've been in boxing more than 25 years.
As she say, her questions are whack. Yeah, man. That's why I said, where the fuck is Brian Custer?
So
got that nigga on Showtime. He should be over here.
So the different kinds of style and different kind of passion that I encounter in the ring, and this kind of fight is I always consider this as one of the top fight.
Well, just a fun fact: when you fought your first pro fight, you were just 4 years old. And when you won your first pro title,
bitch, shut up. Why did you keep talking about that?
Experience advantage in terms of
he was 4 years old. Who gives a fuck?
Years old, he has the power to knock you out or finish you.
No, I don't see myself, ever getting knocked out. There's just something I don't see. But we're definitely gonna be cautious and mindful that he does have power. Because, he did knock down Keith Thurman and, he did hurt him with a boot or body shot. So we're going to keep that in mind. But, at the end of the day, it's not to think about getting knocked out or can he knock me out. I don't think, any fighter, can knock me out.
Do you think that at this point, 6 weeks out and with the southpaw sparring, that you can finish him?
Definitely. I definitely have the ability to. I definitely have the ability to finish him. So, but for me, it's to win the fight. It's to stay focused, win the fight. I feel like when you go out there and you rush and you try to go for the knockout, I feel like, from my experience, even in the amateurs, you either look sloppy or, something goes wrong and you look like you're trying too hard. So for me, it's to, just, go at my fight, go at my pace. And if the knockout comes, go for it. But if it don't, go for the victory.
All right. Well, I know there's certainly a lot of intrigue, and we could continue this conversation, and we will continue this conversation again soon.
This
but I
boxing, like, what the fuck is she talking
for
about?
both of you to do some closing remarks.
Valentine's said Spence side Pac don't have power to knock him out. Spence ain't. He can knock Pac out. Facts.
It's gonna be a great fight.
It doesn't matter if EJ doesn't finish it. He just need to win 100.
Show a lot of heart and
you just need to beat your ass bad
it's gonna be
and get you the fuck up out of there.
I'm definitely gonna come with
get you up out of boxing. He ain't gotta knock you out.
Very well, Mr. Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, I would like to invite all the fans to watch this fight, this one-of-a-kind fight and prestigious fight. It's gonna be a good fight, more action in the ring, as we expected. And thank you to all your support. I'm so thankful to God for 20 years fighting in here in the States. Until now, I'm still fighting to one of the best fighter in the world. So I'm so thankful to God and thankful to all the fans and media who are always supporting us here in boxing. Not only me, but to all the boxing industry. Thank you so much for all your support, and salamat sa lahat ng mga Pilipino na lagi nakasuporta sa akin. And please watch this fight against Errol Spence is coming August 21. Kiwinga Abela Gran Pelea entre mi Manny Pacquiao y Errol Spence. Muchas gracias.
All right, well, you mentioned the media.
No
We'll
names.
allow
They
you
Pat
guys-
going to
thank
sleep.
you both very much. We'll allow you guys to
Fact.
face off for them.
I think Manny gonna get stopped. Where they gonna?
Lots of intrigue,
Where
as I mentioned off the top.
Freddie Roach
August
gonna stop that
21st,
shit.
T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas.
Ashley
Nevada.
say
You're not gonna want to miss it. For
Manny
more
wins 4 rounds tops. It goes to
Listen
decision.
to Kate Abdo.
I don't
Thank you
know.
very much, Heidi.
I think Earl gonna stop him, but we'll see.
Have you got anything for us?
It's hard for me to see Manny lasting the whole tour. We'll see though. We'll see.
The respect that Errol Spence Jr. has for Manny Pacquiao is evident, right? And I think that we could say that in the fight against you, the fight against Danny Garcia.
If
he didn't
Earl
show the
come
same
in
respect.
strong
I'm
as
surprised by how
fuck
respectful he's been.
and work on that,
I think that he knows who he's getting in the ring with, and I think that overrides the personality, I think, or persona that he normally would display. I think him understanding that this is a GOAT, I'm getting in the ring with a GOAT, I'm gonna appreciate this moment, I'm taking it. But I think that that's what the respect that you're seeing from him is.
There was a question there from Heidi about the car crash and how Errol feels since then, whether has he had his chin tested since the car crash. Do you feel like we can put the car crash to bed now? Is it time to put that behind us with the Danny Garcia performance?
I mean, the Danny Garcia performance, him himself, he said he was 70%. We did not see Danny land punches. Danny is a lot slower. Errol makes a lot of smart decisions in the ring. The question, to test the chin, you got to hit the chin. You want to test the chin, you got to hit the chin. So there,
Keith Thurman throwing shots at Danny.
yeah, some people still want to see what
Said
happens
Sean
if Errol
soft
Spence
talking
is
ass.
come this 21st. But for
Yeah,
me,
he say, man, you
Errol
done
said
for.
he knows he's
Facts.
tough. He knows he's taken big punches before. He says he doesn't see anybody ever being able to knock him out. I believe a knockout punch is a knockout punch, but that kind of confidence, I love to hear that kind of confidence in the fight.
Manny Pacquiao wouldn't say that Errol Spence would be his toughest opponent, right? But do you think, given the age, given the time that he's been out the ring, would this be his greatest achievement, despite all the names that he has on his resume?
I mean, those names that he's got Margarito, he's got Cotto, he's got De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, and the list goes on. I was watching, I'm looking, I'm like, does Errol Spence Jr. compare to those guys? I'm not positive that he doesn't, but I'm not positive that he does. I think that of the era of right now, yes, he is the Cotto of right now. He is the Ricky Hatton right now, and the other names that I've mentioned.
Nigga, shut up. He beat your ass.
Would it be the toughest to date? August 21st, I think, giving that Manny is 42, it will be the toughest fight that he's had at 42.
That shit ain't make no sense. What the fuck Sean talking about? Go home, nigga.
Manny Pacquiao, do you think that the fact that he has been through this process so many times, he has headlined so many pay-per-view fights, does that give him the mental edge over Errol
His
Spence
comfort
Jr.?
level in the ring is tremendous. Another thing is, all this press, I felt a shift in Pacquiao's demeanor the week of the fight. One of those stare downs the week of the fight, I felt the real Manny Pacquiao. And that was the day I knew this is gonna be a fight. Regardless of everything else, anything he said before or nothing, I knew he showed up. And I just hope that same Manny Pacquiao shows up coming on the
Was he smiling at you during that stare down? Because that's what he does, right? He smiles.
It was before the smile, there was the words he just said on stage was he needs to concentrate, keep to his game plan, and align his spirit. Manny Pacquiao is a very spiritual person. When he stays truly focused and he aligns himself, he believes that he can accomplish anything, and that's why he's taken this challenge today.
All right, listen, we're getting close. Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr. just a month away now from their generational showdown coming up. We're going to break this fight down even further for you. It is a beautiful day, by the way, here in Los Angeles for a press conference. But on fight night, will Errol Spence Jr. be able to weather the storm of Manny Pacquiao's quick hands? Stick with us. The Fox PBC press conference is going to be right back.
I don't know, man. All I know is Manny Pacquiao getting his ass beat. But Manny Pacquiao seemed real confident, though. And Earl got to come in strong, man. He got to come in strong, bro. I hope him and Blu-ray putting in that work. Cause I expect Errol Spence to be getting stronger as the fight go on. That's what I expect in him. You know, I see Manny Pacquiao having some success in like certain little spots where he throwing punches and the crowd getting real loud, and you know people think he actually putting in their work, but Errol Spence just letting him throw himself out and then go back to the jab and go back to pushing him back to the ropes. Manny Pacquiao, see, this the thing about Manny Pacquiao, man. He gonna come in hot. He gonna come in hot and ready. Like he gonna be ready, and he gonna be ready to fight. But it's gonna be a point in the fight where he gonna run out of Errol Spence. Gonna beat some shit up out of him. It's gonna be a point in the fight where he just taking so much punishment. He gonna be taking so much punishment. They gonna have to stop it. They gonna have to. I see like a 9th or 10th round stoppage, cause he gonna take so many shots. Did y'all see the second half of the Keith Thurman fight with Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao came in hot. He dropped his ass. And then, you know, Keith Thurman had to adjust in a few rounds to where he got his shit together and he started catching on to Manny Pacquiao rhythm, but then he got hurt again to the body. After he recovered from that and he started landing them shots down on Manny, Manny was out of gas. He was done. You know what I'm saying? He was still in the ring. He was still alive, but all that fast shit was over with at a certain point of that fight. Keith Thurman was landing clean, straight right hands right to that nigga nose, man. Swelling his shit up. Swelling Manny Pacquiao shit up. Manny Pacquiao was getting tagged in the later end of that fight. But Keith Thurman jab his ass, bro. Keith Thurman jab, he has a weak ass lazy jab. Errol Spence jab alone gonna make Manny Pacquiao work more than he have to. You know what I'm saying? More than he want to, I mean. Cause he gotta worry about getting around that motherfucker, and then when he do dart in and run into another one of them bitches. Cause Errol Spence doubles up the jab, triples up the jab. And he bring the left hand behind that motherfucker. Manny Pacquiao got some shit to worry about, bro. He gonna be getting hit clean on the fucking face, hard. This is not no Keith Thurman shit. It's different. The nigga is gonna be getting hit right in his shit clean, multiple times around. And then he gonna be getting beat to the body. I don't know if Manny Pacquiao can take that type of shit, man. And then he gonna come in like stronger and harder than he did versus motherfucking Danny Garcia and Sean Porter and Mikey. He come in shape like he's supposed to, fucking around Blu-ray, man. It's a wrap for dude that, man. Manny Pacquiao should be done. But Errol Spence don't absolutely have to fucking knock him out or he gets no credit. No, fuck, nah. He beat his ass, he win. That's what's up. He got that. I want to know what's up with that belt that was sitting over there, though.
Gets the win in this fight against Errol Spence Jr. Ask him. All right, fine. Does it make him the greatest of his era? Because I think there's a reasonable argument that it would make his resume better than Floyd's. Would you agree with that?
I think his resume would be better than Floyd's. I think a whole lot of people will agree on you and want to make him the greatest ever. But Floyd did beat Manny Pacquiao. I just believe that Pacquiao will be arguably the best welterweight in the welterweight history, and just being arguably that, I mean, isn't it enough?
And the other side, yeah, real quick. The other side of that is said that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't come back and fight 3 fighters: myself, Keith Thurman, or Errol Spence Jr. And with that being said, Manny would have beat him.
I'm all in for that. All right. Listen, we do appreciate you joining us. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence.
Everybody dissing Floyd Mayweather. I ain't gonna lie.
For a massive welterweight showdown. It is the biggest fight on the calendar for the rest of the year as 2 generations will collide.
Manny just did. He is champion now. Heard him say it on Ellie. For real?
From Sean Keith and myself. Have a good one.
Let me pull up my phone while we watching this. Matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. Hold on. The press conference over, right? So let me see. Okay, the press conference is over. So what we about to do is continue this live stream. Go to YouTube. Go to my shit. Type in Manny Pacquiao. Valentine just said Manny. Just go to Ellie. Okay, Ellie. Set. Back. I don't know how the fuck say this man's name. Okay, I don't think Ellie, let me see. I'm trying to see like the questions and shit. Okay, this Ellie Setback, he live right now.
Thank you.
When did you first become aware of Errol Spence?
When he said that after his fight in Texas, I can say possible. It's possible.
During this time, he mentioned that the negotiations were very easy for you. What were must-have things you wanted? What was important to you about the?
To negotiate with Errol Spence because we are the same management, so the negotiation is not hard for us.
When you look at some of his other victories, do you have a victory of his or a performance of his that you've enjoyed, that you've seen him participate in? Do you?
I think the day and him to find with him, our babies more we can.
I cannot understand what the fuck he's saying with this badass.
We can see a lot of action in the ring. That's I think the people want to see
Shit pausing too much. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to find some of the interviews. They probably dropping them bitches right now. I like watching after they edit them bitches though.
Many areas in.
I like watching them after they edit them bitches. It'd be a little more cleaner. Let me see what Bluebird got.
Ryan Nobley Barfield, Chad Quinn.
God damn, that nigga loud as hell. Let me see.
You've saved me so much on my insurance with that Russell Ray. You become my muse.
Russ. What do you think about Saul Canelo Alvarez? Man, give me your thoughts. Saul Canelo Alvarez, what do you think about him? Canelo. I know you're a big boxing fan.
I love him. I wish Mayweather, one of the greatest boxers ever, would fight Canelo now.
Again?
Well, see what you see. Let me tell you. Mayweather, no dumb. Mayweather's a genius when it comes to fighting. When he saw Canelo's style, he's like, I gotta fight this kid now. And so he beat him. He could beat him. Canelo was like, oh my God, he's a hero. You know?
Yeah.
And so, but now be a different story. Be a hell of a fight now.
I mean, definitely Floyd's 44, I think. I mean, is it that too much to ask for Floyd? A little maybe on.
Well, he just fought that brat, whatever they.
Logan Paul, yeah, Logan Paul. All right, Manny Pacquiao.
But the takes pictures of dead people.
Yeah. Is Canelo the best Mexican-born fighter?
Unbelievable. Yeah. Well, Julio Cesar Chavez was the best fighter. Him, Salvador Sanchez, and now Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo's up there with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you want to see from Canelo next, man? Everything's easy for him right now.
Whatever you want. So you can go up if you want to. But right now we're talking about Pacquiao and Spence, and I think Spence is too much for Pacquiao.
You think so?
Yeah.
Come on, OG. You got to give the other OG a chance, man.
Hey, I love the OG.
OG love.
That youngster is bad, and he ain't had that many bad fights. So it'll be a tough fight for him. It'll be a tough fight for Manny.
What do you think Manny has to do, man? Just 42 years old with his capabilities at this age. What do you think he has to do?
I think he's got to smother it. He's got to smother him because Spence will have him in reach and jab, so he got to shorten that jab. Same thing with Tank did.
Danny, you started saying.
Manny Pacquiao, he ain't gonna be able to do this shit. I just seen an interview with Keith Thurman on my phone. I'm finna pull that up. Let me see. If y'all find anything first, let me know. I'll pull that shit right on now.
What's the key to victory for Manny? What's the key to victory for Errol? Because Errol doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
I think it's going to be styles-based fights, and we know this. And I think Pacquiao is those fighters that we've seen it throughout his career, how styles affect him winning or losing. I really do believe that a tall, long, jabby, young, athletic fighter like Errol Spence can propose a lot of difficulties, especially if he takes the same approach he did in fighting me, which was actually very conservative. I think if he's conservative, that allows Errol to sit back, walk him down, use his jab. I was able to push Manny back fairly easy. I was able to walk into his punches with my guard up and take his punches. After the knockdown, when he knocked me down moving back, I didn't care for about 3 rounds what's about to happen. I just walked to him with my hands up and said, cool, man, do it when I move forward. Do it as I step to you. So I don't think that he handles moving backwards and pressure the best. We know Spence is a pressure fighter. He has those body shots. So from my mannerisms, I believe in me. I believe in the young, new generation. I'm backing Spence in this fight. But understanding what Manny brings to the table with his speed, his explosive power, if anybody's going to surprise us one more time, it's Manny Pacquiao.
What is next for Keith Thurman? I mean, you could fight anybody. One of the biggest names in sports. Sport misses you. Are you healthy, first of all? Is the hands okay? That's the key.
Yeah,
if you're not 100%,
I've been healthy.
Good.
I was hoping to fight this summer, and they mandated the Wilder Fury match.
Nigga, what the fuck Wilder Fury got to do with you?
They still haven't fully locked me in. There's a few rumors on the table. I'm hoping less than a month, you guys will hear what's going to be happening with Keith one-time Thurman.
Absolutely. How about you and Crawford? Do you like that fight?
I like the fight. I just don't like negotiating with Bob Arum.
Okay.
But I love, me. I love great fights.
Ugas has your belt. It's official. They're not fighting for the belt. Would you want it?
They're not fighting for the WBC suit?
My understanding is no. They're fighting Ring Magazine, WBC, IBF.
Wow. Okay. So, I've been a little busy.
Look at him. Okay, I'm going to go after that. Looking at
Boy or girl?
They're not? They're not?
What does that mean?
Bliss in Sanskrit.
That's amazing.
So, all the fine details, I was wondering what was going to manifest.
That nigga can't wait to go after Ugas. That shit probably fuck around and get made. Oh shit, look at what Sean Porter's scheming.
Sean will look at what Manny Pacquiao is doing here and saying, look, this is a guy willing to step in there against the best to get the richest fight possible. I need to do the same. Is it going to be a trend-setting thing?
I just asked Keith if he had watched The Kings yet, and basically was asking him that because if you watch The Kings, this isn't anything new. This is like a part of history. Guys come out of retirement to kind of reclaim their glory. They come out of retirement chasing glory. They come out of retirement for the paychecks, and I mean the list goes on. So we've seen this before, and I think that if you watch The Kings, you see it multiple times with Leonard specifically, but you see it again with Duran. I didn't know that part of the story of Duran's story, and you even see it with Hearns, which I was aware of. But you see this part of history. You see guys chasing glory, and you see guys conquer it. You know, so if anything, we need to take a look at history and use that as a possibility as well. You know, I do. I think that to your question, I think that the younger generation should look at what Manny Pacquiao is doing and understand that we each have our own legacy. And if we understand what we want our legacy to be, if we understand what we want out of life, out of this sport, don't stop until you get it, you know. And there is clearly something that Manny hasn't achieved yet, or something else that he saw that he wants to achieve. So I appreciate it.
There's a lot of legacy-defining fights that could be made at 147.
Yeah.
What's the next fight for you?
I don't know. And I'll go ahead and say this: they showed the on the video. They showed that the champions right now, obviously Errol Spence Jr., and then they also show Eugenius Ugas and Jamal James with the WBA, and they of course show Terrence Crawford. And I've been publicly saying that I wanted that Terrence Crawford fight. I do want that fight. But when we talk about our side of the yard, I kind of looked over at Keith. I didn't say it, but I was like, why don't you go get Ugas? I'll go get Jamal, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do after that. So just saying all that to say there's a lot of great fights to be made. This is a great time to be in the sport. And I think that if we all make the right decisions and do the right things, we all can kind of lead the sports with our head held high, you know.
So that nigga Shine Porter want Keith Thurman to go after the fucking Ugas while he go after Jamal James. Bro, ain't nobody. I see what they trying to do. They trying to get them a little tune up and then meet at the end and fight each other again. Fuck out of here, man. I might want to see that shit. See, this the perfect time to look for interviews after this press conference. Everybody up there running their mouth. We finna see what they talking about, though. Hold on. I'm tired of Keith Thurman already. Slick back, her having that. What Mr. Spoon talking about?
If you really love your cat, then treat them the best.
What's good, What's good, Keon, bro?
Hey guys,
what's
thanks
happening,
for
bro?
watching. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our social media platforms at Pheno Boxing. You can follow my personal social.
She knows she doing some titties out. Come on now.
Adriana_sports. Enjoy.
The third fight in May would be a championship 12-round fight with whoever the best is at that time. So, look, I've always prided myself in fighting the very best. So, let's go. Let's do it. I mean, hey, if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. I'm sure a lot of people want to see me get knocked out, and a lot of people want to see me win. So
I want to see him get knocked
the best
out.
of both worlds. I'm all about let's just do it.
I love the attitude of the best facing the best and just taking on the best fights. So speaking of some of the best fighters, Errol Spence Jr., someone who made his pro debut under the Golden Boy banner, taking on legend in Manny Pacquiao. Have you thought about that fight? What are you expecting to see?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I think obviously we cannot count out.
What's up, Joey? What's happening, bro?
Manny Pacquiao. I think Errol Spence, yes, he's younger, he's strong, he's fast, he's very smart, great fighter, and I don't throw great
I think you missed
often
the.
enough, but
You watched the
I
press
think it's gonna be a
conference,
great
bro?
fight, but you cannot count Manny Pacquiao out. I think Manny Pacquiao, just because he has the great footwork, he has those big, thick calves. When Manny Pacquiao, when you see him with those thick calves, you know he's gonna be in the ring and take it very, very serious. So I think it's a great
calves.
fight. Pick 'em fight.
Looking at
you know, may the best man win.
That nigga said thick calves, hell of time. He meant that. Who else running their mouth, man? Look at Fred with the title already. Errol Spence is better than Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao did say that shit. That shit was funny though. I ain't gonna lie. He said Errol Spence can teach Floyd Mayweather how to stand toe to toe and fight. That was big shade, boy. I mean, Floyd been throwing shade at Manny Pacquiao for the last few weeks. So Manny Pacquiao had to butt in the conversation to get back at his ass. Look at Keith Thurman talking about why he lost to Pacquiao. This nigga, man. Joy said, yeah, I caught it. It wasn't much, you know. Spence ain't with all the attention. But it come with it. Fact.
So, first of all, what goes through your mind, man?
Jay say De La Hoya be staring at many legs and shit. Yeah, bro, he was hella into it. Hold on. That boy, Oscar De La Hoya, was into it like a mother. He said those thick calves. Like, that turn him on or something. That nigga. Weird ass, dude.
You know, but Manny still wants to be in the ring. We've heard, well, I say we've
never heard nobody describe a nigga legs like that.
But I've heard rumors this may be his last performance in the ring. We were already saying that his number of age was getting up there when he performed against me back in 2019. Yet he was very impressive. He did some veteran moves. He took care of his defense. I definitely don't think his work rate was the most, but he picked his moments. He got that knockdown. He was able to piggyback off that extra point, and he was able to squeeze out the W. So, you know, can he do that again to another real big welterweight who's a southpaw this time? When was the last time we saw Manny in the ring with a southpaw?
I'm trying to think. It was a long time ago. It's been a while.
A long time ago. It just changes the dynamics. I think a lot of things that Pacquiao does that's very awkward.
I think they said like 16 years ago, Manny Pacquiao fought a southpaw. That shit crazy.
It still might be awkward for Spence. We have yet to see it, and that's why we're all excited to see this fight.
Keith, many times I ask people who fought Manny or sparred him, how many hands did he have when you were fighting him? Brandon Real told me 8 hands. Sparring partner told me 6. Did it feel like you were fighting an octopus in there? Like, did the punches come from everywhere or not?
No, he did do the classic double punch. Now, the double punch is not this. The double punch is like a drum, and they go and it's right here. So what Manny does is he attacks, he hits you with a hook and an uppercut as if it was almost one punch, you know? And that makes you feel like you're getting hit. You're getting hit from 2 different sides.
Yeah. Stupid ass. He said,
The second that he goes from this punch to that, it's so rapid. But luckily, I actually know that technique myself.
I gotta turn this shit off. I don't know why the fuck they got music playing in the interview. Hey, the way Keith Thurman be describing shit be killing me, bro. Yeah, let's play that again, man. What Manny Pacquiao said about Floyd Mayweather.
Advice from Mayweather is, I believe that Errol is better than Mayweather. He's a fighter than Mayweather.
Hey, that was some good divide and conquer type shit. Manny Pacquiao just did. That was some real Manny Pacquiao, slick motherfucker. He said he think Errol Spence is better than Floyd Mayweather, and he can teach him how to stand toe to toe. You know, Floyd gotta say something to say about this shit. He gonna be in the interview soon.
That is a great compliment. But like I said before, Manny Pacquiao kind of guy who, he'll want you to sleep. He'll give you a lot of compliments and, gratitude and things like that. And as soon as the bell rings, he'll be jumping all over you. So,
See, Errol Spence ain't fall for this shit. He said that type of nigga Manny Pacquiao is. He try to give you compliments and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let you drop your energy down. Put your guard down and shit. Then soon you get in the ring, he try to knock your shit off. Errol Spence ain't falling for that, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, this is a difference from when Keith Thurman was in there with Manny Pacquiao. This ain't gonna be the same, man. Manny Pacquiao is better on the front foot than the back foot. And that's where Errol Spence gonna put him at. That's where he gonna be at majority of the fight. He gonna have to stop from. See, I can tell y'all right now what I think Manny Pacquiao gonna do. As Errol Spence pushing him back, and Manny Pacquiao uses his foot movement to get away from Errol, moving around. He gonna try to stop hella fast and then dart in, like they catch him off guard. So as Errol Spence walking in, Errol Spence gotta be ready to stop and pull counter every time. And Errol Spence good at that move, bro. So if you ever pay attention to him and Derrick James pad work, every time Errol Spence pushing Derrick James back, Derrick James just stop to try to punch, because that's what everybody gonna do if you walking them down. Because Shine tried to do it. You know what I'm saying? When Errol Spence was pushing him back, try to stop, dart in with some punches. They catch Errol off guard, but Errol Spence be ready. He be ready for this shit. Every time, bro. This shit is not gonna work. And then when Errol Spence putting that mental pressure on you, it's like it make you feel like you gotta fight to even get him off of you. It's a part of Errol Spence's game, man. That's why they always talk about mental pressure, because as he walking you down, that goes on your mental too. That ain't just physically. He jabbing you, pushing you back with his strength. It play on your mental too, because it make you feel like you gotta fight, and that's where Errol Spence. That's when you fall into his traps. It's all part of the game, bro. He put that mental pressure on you. He push you back. You try to come forward, that's when he make you pay. You know what I'm saying? He be setting you up with a body shot, an uppercut to the body. When you go forward and dart in, uppercut you to the body. That shit take a toll on you, bro.
Definitely.
Let's look for some more interviews. But like I said before, Manny Pacquiao he'll be on point the first few rounds. Because first of all, he a grown ass man, bro. He a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be on point, and he has strength and speed. And that's why Errol Spence said they working on some things to prepare for this shit. He said he know what Terrence Crawford, what Manny Pacquiao gonna try to come in with, and he not falling for this shit. All right, where Errol Spence interviews at the press conference? Let's see. Let's see what Caleb Plant got to say about the
Introducing Red Baron's new stuffed crust pizza.
They got so many ads on this motherfucker.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our social media platforms at Phenoboxing. You can follow my personal social media at Adriana_sports. Enjoy.
It's a great fight.
And of course, Manny Pacquiao coming back and taking on Errol Spence Jr. What are your thoughts on that, too?
It's a great fight as well. I feel like a lot of people are complaining about boxing right now, but I feel like boxing's in one of the best spots that it's been in a long time. Everybody and their mom wants to be a boxer right now. YouTubers want to be a boxer.
Hey, that's some real shit Caleb Plant just said, and I agree with that, because I've been talking about that. boxing is so fucking popular right now. It's like hot as fuck right now. And a lot of these YouTubers and shit, I see niggas complaining about this shit, but this shit actually helping the sport out because we watch them niggas. The casuals watch them fight, right? The celebrities, and they look like ass, bro. They look weak as hell. And then one of these real fights get made, right? One of these real fights get made, and then that shit look brutal as a motherfucker. So you see the difference, bro.
In a long time. You know, everybody and their mom wants to be a boxer right now. You know, YouTubers want to be a boxer. Other professional athletes want to be a boxer. They want to match up against somebody like they feel is their equal, so that they can, you know, see who's the, you know, the better man or whatever. And but with the Manny fight, I got Errol. You know, I'm rocking with Errol. I think that he's just got too much momentum, too strong, too powerful. But you know, you can never discredit Manny. He's a great champion, and you know, just the fact that he's even willing and able to step in there with Errol at this stage of his career, you know, you got to tip your hat to him. So.
Definitely great race coming up, and we can't wait to.
Caleb playing a real dude, man. I'm finna go to something real quick. 1 second. I'm finna pull up this presser. See what's up with this WBA belt, man. Because it looked like the WBA belt was right there in Manny Pacquiao's seat. Because I'm still wondering, well, what fucking belt was that? Because the dude had a whole fucking belt right there, bro. Hold on, let me pull this up. I think this is.
You'll get a live look at what it looks like.
Go to the 5-minute mark. Joey said it is, and a lot of new casual fans coming over from UFC talking a lot of bullshit about black fighters, and they haven't even been paying attention to the sport. They just come over to bash black fighters. Yeah, man, they some bitches. They some bitches, bro. We ain't worried about that, yeah.
Because it's like I'm gonna be in their shot. Because that might good.
Yeah, you can sit right there. Sure. No. I'm sitting right here for a second. Hey, Ali, you just chill where you are. Stay right there.
First of all, how you feeling? How you doing? Introduce yourself to everybody. I'm Justin Hillscamp. I'm here. No, you ready to walk?
Hold on, let me see. What market this is? The 5-minute mark. Let me see. I'm looking for it now, Valentine. You said the 5-minute mark, didn't you? Let me see.
You guys doing good?
This the 5-minute mark right here.
Okay. Oh, cool. Should I get him after or now? Yeah, let's do it now. Until they start. What if? I'm good. How you feeling? You guys doing good? Hello, Justin. Thank you. Oh, I'll do it after then because it's like I'm gonna be in their shot. Because that might good.
You sure it's a 5-minute mark? It's at the end of the video. Oh, okay. 5 minutes from the end. Okay, I'm finna call you.
Okay. Hey, mother.
Yeah.
Yo, what you gotta do is go to the end of the video first.
Right.
Swipe through to the end. Swipe through to the end of the video.
Alright.
Alright. Now, once you get to the end of the video, you're gonna see him interviewing. Go to the end of the video, like when it ends.
Yeah, I'm at the end. Okay, come back 5 minutes.
Yeah, come back to negative 503. Like negative 503.
That you and him are doing charity, Manny Pacquiao.
You see him interviewing him now?
Yeah, I'm seeing them now.
Yeah, now go to negative 503. She's gonna ask the reporter gonna ask him about what's going on with the WBA belt. They see the belt up there. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna say.
Alright.
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 Did you get close to it yet?
Yeah. I'm at the yeah, I'm like at 6 minutes. I'm finna let it play into it.
He's gonna say, I'm gonna go back to your live.
Alright.
You're gonna say it at 503. Alright?
Alright.
You gotta listen close because the nigga asked him, he says, so what's going on with the WBA belt? What's going on with that situation? He says, you know, Manny talk. He says, I'm the champion. I'm the champion for the WBA. I'm out of recess. You don't hear him. You gotta watch. All right, 503. I'm going
Retire and run for president of the Philippines.
Salute, Big Tom.
Manny, Dustin Poirier, after his win yesterday, announced that you and him are doing charity.
Salute, Tony.
Foundation. You're building homes in Uganda. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's a good thing to partner with.
We finna see what Manny Pacquiao talking about with this belt, bro. With this WBA belt.
Just in Grace, we build houses, free housing in Uganda. Give shelter to this less fortunate families. And charity helping people.
Manny, you have the WBA belt behind you. Did you get any closure on that subject yet?
The WBA?
Yeah.
I am a champion and I'm out of the races right now. So,
What are your thoughts on the state of boxing and all of the...
So did y'all just hear that, bro? So the reporter asked Manny Pacquiao, what's up with the WBA belt? You get any closure? Manny Pacquiao said, shit, what closure? He said, I'm the champion in recess, and I'm the champion. My belt. And the belt was sitting right there on the stool, bro. So I'm confused because a day or two ago, everybody came out saying that the WBA denied Manny Pacquiao with the belt or whatever, and I seen the statement and everything like that. So, and then Manny Pacquiao saying he the champion, bro. He got the belt right there, bro. So what's really going on? I'm confused. Let's go back. Let's see, man. I'm confused, bro.
partner with Dustin Poirier and Justin.
Listen, y'all.
We build houses, free housing in Uganda. Give shelter to
The reporter finna ask him.
fortunate families. And charity helping people.
Manny, you have the WBA belt behind you. Did you get any closure on that subject yet?
He said he have the WBA belt behind him, bro. And I seen the belt. Is y'all listening to me, man? Manny Pacquiao got the WBA belt, bro. So why was that news that came out the other day? What was that about? If Manny Pacquiao got the belt right there with him. He's the WBA champion, bro. It was 2 belts on Errol Spence's side. And there's 1 belt on Manny Pacquiao's side. He said he out of recess. That's what Manny Pacquiao just said, bro. We gonna play it again.
Manny, you have the WBA belt behind you. Did you get any closure on that subject yet?
The WBA?
Yeah.
I am a champion and I'm out of the races right now.
He said, I am the champion and I am out of recess right now. So the fight is for 3 belts, bro. Big Tony said, how does the recess work? I'm not sure because I thought the recess was you sit on the fucking bleachers until you ready to fight, and then when you ready to fight, we give you the belt back. The nigga got the belt right there, bro. And he said he out of recess. But the other day, people said that it was some news that came out saying that Manny Pacquiao ain't getting the belt back. They said they were gonna keep it with Ugas. But now he got the belt right with him. So what the fuck is going on, man? I'm confused, bro. Yeah, Valentine, that's what he said. He out of recess now.
What are your thoughts on the state of boxing and all of the championship belts? There's been a lot of conversation, a lot of the big names.
One more time in case somebody think I'm bullshit. Or came in late or something. Y'all hit that like button too, y'all.
Manny, you have the WBA belt behind you. Did you get any closure on that subject yet?
The WBA?
Yeah.
I am a champion and I'm out of the races right now. So
What are your thoughts on the state of boxing and all of the championship belts? There's been a lot of conversation.
You see, I'm a champion. I'm out of recess right now.
Not like the fact with all the championship belts. Considering what you just went through with the WBA, what are your thoughts on the state of boxing?
Errol, how has your training changed pre-accident to post-accident? How has your training changed in your preparation for the fights?
That hasn't really changed that much. You're not trying to lose, a lot of weight, between the fights and things like that. So that's the only thing.
Valentine said facts. If the fight wasn't in play, they would not have it up there. This shit crazy. Yeah, bro, this shit crazy, bro. I gotta make a separate video about this.
Errol, first of all, how was the face-off? You faced off Manny twice right now. What went through your mind when you were looking at his eyes?
Nothing went through my mind. I'm 6 weeks away from the fight, so it was just something I had to do. So it was basically nothing went through my mind. I mean, he's experienced, guy, so you're not gonna really see anything, from a guy like me.
He just gave you a huge compliment. He said Errol Spence is better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I mean, he always give people compliments like that. I mean, as soon as they're in, he come at you, like a tornado. So, you can't let him roll you to sleep. So, I appreciate the comments and things like that. But, at the end of the day, I still got to go out there and prove it.
By the way, did you happen to see Conor McGregor's fight last night?
Oh, yeah.
What did you think of that gnarly injury?
I mean, it's nasty.
Y'all know what I think. I think that's why Floyd was on Manny Pacquiao last the whole time. You know what I'm saying? When he fighting Logan Paul, Jake Paul, one of them niggas. When Floyd Mayweather was about to fight, right? Y'all seen how he kept mentioning Manny Pacquiao. Man, it's sad that Manny Pacquiao still got to fight and this and this and that. I believe because he was doing that shit because he knew how they was gonna play this shit. They was gonna say that, nigga, if Errol Spence beat the shit out of Manny Pacquiao bad, right? Like, I think he gonna beat him up and stomp him and all that. Then they gonna say Earl better than Floyd. So maybe Floyd kept saying like, man, I'm gonna call Errol Spence just to kind of like, I'm gonna give him some pointers type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew that these niggas was gonna play like Earl better than him if he beat up Manny Pacquiao. Because cause then Floyd gotta come back and be like, oh, I fought him 5 years earlier. He got, for him to defend himself, he has to kind of down Errol Spence. That's what Floyd Mayweather would have to do if they come at him like this. So he put that shit out early, you know what I'm saying, to get a hold of the narrative. You see what I'm saying? That shit crazy. I just put that shit together in my mind, my mama. Floyd, he was, like, the last few weeks, I know y'all been seeing the articles, right? Floyd Mayweather, when he was about to fight Logan Paul and shit, they kept asking him about Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. Floyd would be like, I wish them the best. But I want Errol Spence to win. I'm always going to my people. Matter of fact, I'm going to give him a call and give him some pointers. Like, nigga, he don't need your pointers. And then, that's why Manny Pacquiao butted in and was like, I'm sorry to butt in, Errol Spence. That's what he said to Errol Spence. That's what Manny Pacquiao said to Errol Spence, that he was sorry to butt in. And he was like, but He don't need Floyd Mayweather compliment. I think he a better fighter. You see what I'm saying? Hey, this shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy.
Like that, I guess happened, man. You know, bad luck for him, but they're definitely back.
So now that the fight's here, we're 6 weeks away. How excited are you, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao?
Well, I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely excited. This is a big fight, big opportunity. You know, Lesnar versus, you know, great champion. You know, it's gonna be exciting.
How would you deal with his speed and his angles?
We definitely got game. We got to find out how progress in the first.
Just a quick one for me. Obviously, everybody's talking about the experience, the age difference, and all that. But what kind of challenge do you think you will face that resonates in your mind right now? Like, what is it that you think might be the difference?
You know, the challenge that I face is basically, you know, the speed, you know, the quickness and explosiveness and things like that. So, you know, it's something that, you know, I feel like you got to dance with anybody, you know.
Then the crazy thing is, I just thought about something again. When you think about it, because that's all people gonna remember, right? They ain't gonna remember the age difference from when Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao and when Earl beat Manny Pacquiao. Nobody really gonna remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? And think about it. Who gives a fuck? Because people already think that Floyd and Manny fought too fucking late anyway. They fought when they was old anyway. So Floyd knew how they was gonna try to play this. He knew that they was gonna say Errol Spence is better than him. So he reached out. He said he gonna reach out and get him some pointers.
And if you can take us back to the moment that you found out that Manny decided that he wanted to fight you.
Sorry, thank you.
When did you first become aware of Errol Spence?
When he said that after this fight, I can say possible. It's possible.
During this time, he mentioned that the negotiations were very easy for you. What were must-have things you wanted? What was important to you about the?
To negotiate with Errol Spence because we are the same management, so the negotiation is not hard for us.
When you look at some of his other victories, do you have a victory of his or a performance of his that you've enjoyed, that you've seen him participate in? Do you?
I think the day I'm here to fight with him, our is more. We can see a lot of action in the ring. That's I think the people want to see a action fight in the ring.
Manny, Errol had a very big heart.
Man, it's a big fight, y'all. It's a big ass fight. Man, that shit just blew me though. Manny Pacquiao say he has the belt, bro. He has the WBA belt. So that means he wasn't stripped. I don't fucking know, man. Because one minute niggas say, because they just had a vote, right? The WBA commission put out a whole statement. But Manny Pacquiao got the belt right with him, bro, at the press conference. And he said he out of recess. That shit crazy. Word, they probably overturned that shit or something. I don't know, man, but we finna get to the bottom of this, man. Yeah, I'm finna do that. I'm finna get to that video, y'all. This fight will be off the charts. Yeah, bro. This pay-per-view, this motherfucker doing upwards of 1 million, bro. It's gonna, if it ain't 1 million, it's gonna be close to 1 million. For sure. This fight big, man. You're gonna getting too much attention, bro. I gotta do that. I gotta do that video though, y'all. About Manny Pacquiao. Exclusive. Cause nobody talking about it. But I'm finna do that video because Manny Pacquiao say that he got the WBA belt and he out of recess. You know what I'm saying? He said he got the belt and he out of recess, so this fight is actually for unification. So I'm finna go back to this point. I'm finna make a video because ain't nobody even talking about this shit. But everybody came out the other day saying that Errol Spence got the nod. Manny Pacquiao got the nod. So he wouldn't be getting that belt. They said that he wasn't gonna get the WBA belt. What's good, Juan? Juan in the building. What's good, Juan? That's my boy right there. Valentine say nobody on that yet. Yeah, ain't nobody on it, Valentine. That's why I'm finna end the stream right now, and I'm finna do a video about that right now. That's why I fast forwarded to the point. Alright, y'all. Y'all hit that like button before y'all get up out of here, y'all. I'm finna do this video real quick.